So, Exile Games, the developers of ArcheAge and ArcheAge Unchained, and Kakao Games, the publisher of, well, nothing of note, have confirmed that ArcheAge 2 is releasing in 2024. Yeah, right. Before we go any further, I just want to take a moment here to thank all of the absolute chads and chadettes that support this channel via Patreon. You're all freaking legends. Seriously, each and every single one of you. I would offer to give each of you a kiss, but I suffer from severe intimacy issues. Additionally, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest MMO gacha and gaming news, take a second here to follow MRSSTIX and I over on Twitter. We tweet daily. So Kakao issued a press release as of September 15th that goes on to state ArcheAge 2 is happening. Kakao Games and Exile Games have signed an agreement for a sequel. The game is in development after an agreement was reached and publishing contract was signed for the highly anticipated MMORPG. Kakao Games is excited to announce a publishing agreement with Exile Games for the upcoming MMORPG ArcheAge 2, which is currently in development. ArcheAge 2 is expected to launch in 2024. Now they do note expected to launch in 2024. Kakao Games are also the publisher for Allion, or they were the publisher for Allion. Allion was announced to be shutting down this year. Now Allion was expected to release in 2018 under the moniker Ascent Infinite Realm, but after being an absolutely horrible game, it ultimately ended up being delayed for 3 entire years. Based off of their track record, I don't have the highest of hopes that they're going to be able to stick to the time frame that they have given us. It has gained immense interest since 2020 following the success and intrinsic gameplay of ArcheAge. Exile Games' CEO Jake Song will also be leading the development of the game, which is characterized by its vast, seamless open world and combat action. I will note that they mention combat action. They don't state action combat. I don't know if this is a typo with their press release. It is just very specific, very interesting wording. Over 100 developers are working to bring this game to fruition and are aiming to deliver spectacular action as well as AAA standard storytelling. So again, they mentioned action, but not specifically action combat. They also go on to state that they want to have AAA standard storytelling. This is a Korean MMO. Korean MMOs are not widely known for their deep, compelling narratives, but I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. Kakao Games CEO also spoke about the publishing agreement. The expectations for ArcheAge 2 are high, as it is a big title in which the years of development knowledge and experience of Exile Games has been poured into. Together, we will work hard to ensure that it becomes a success, and as we have obtained the global service rights through this contract, we aim to strengthen our MMORPG lineup. What games do Kakao have again? They lost the rights to Black Desert Online a couple years ago. Allion is dead. I think all they have is ArcheAge, right? And they transitioned ArcheAge and ArcheAge Unchained over from a free and buy-to-play game to a pay-to-play subscription-based MMO. A horrible idea, if you ask me. So realistically, the addition of any MMO would strengthen your MMO lineup. Exile Games' CEO Jake Song also added, "We are happy to join forces with Kakao Games, with whom we've been working together for a long time. We hope to create a high-quality game." Anyone that has played ArcheAge, while ArcheAge was a fun game, anyone that has played it knows it is not a high quality game by anyone's standards. We hope to create a high quality game that remains faithful to the core elements that make MMORPGs fun, especially for all the ArcheAge players who have been waiting for a sequel. ArcheAge 2's predecessor, ArcheAge, is a large-scale MMORPG that gained its popularity due to the high degree of freedom in gameplay. It remains beloved with a loyal fanbase after having attained 20 million cumulative registered users across 64 countries, including North America, Europe, Japan, and China, since its release in January 2013. Kakao Games plans to announce a more detailed service plan regarding ArcheAge 2 and will reveal more information about the game in the future. So there we have it. ArcheAge 2 was directly confirmed to be releasing in 2024. We do not know anything about the game other than it is going to be a completely seamless open world MMO, feature combat action, whatever that means, feature AAA storytelling, and is likely going to take what ArcheAge did wrong and magnify that to degrees we have never seen before. Because let's be honest, there does not exist a Korean MMO presently that could be considered a high quality MMO. Not when compared to games like Final Fantasy XIV, The Elder Scrolls Online, or Guild Wars 2. Now, while waiting for ArcheAge 2 to ultimately release in 2024, I have 2 videos on screen right now. One detailing the remainder of MMOs that are confirmed to be releasing this year in 2022, and another featuring some of the most incredible looking anime gacha games that you guys have to know about. You guys have to check out.